my God. Yo, what's good, Tristan?
And she's from.
Today, I am so excited because we're going to be reacting to Tool singing Sober live. This is new content for this channel. I normally don't do rock, but I happen to be a big fan of Tool. I just saw them this weekend. It was fantastic. I got this beautiful shirt, which, by the way, normally I'm a large, but because I knew I was going to a Tool concert, I was perfectly fine ordering a medium because a medium in Tool fan size is a large for the rest of the world. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm gonna be canceled before we even begin. But before we get started, be sure to check me out: Instagram, TikTok, Patreon. On my Patreon, by the way, I have a singing technique series where I go in depth on more vocal related stuff. So check that out if you're interested in more of a in-depth deep dive or whatever. This is Tool's most popular live performance. Is actually from the 1990s. So I'm super excited to jump into it. Let's just go and see what's up. If you guys like this content, I'll do more of it. We'll do more rock. I'm thinking My Chemical Romance. I'm thinking Evanescence. Boom, 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 boom. I'm thinking more Tool for certain. But anyway, let's go. I actually heard him perform this live just a couple days ago. It was so cool, dude. I actually do not know the Tool lore. Are the band members still the same? I would imagine no. It's been quite a long time, but maybe. The one Tool song that is actually in a regular time signature. Okay.
Shouting every step I take, making every promise empty, pointing every finger at me, waiting like a stalking butler, who upon the finger rests, murdered now the past.
It's interesting because having heard him live a good over 20 years later, really? His voice now is very different from this. The style is very different. Like, his technique is very different. His technique today, I think, is certainly more refined. But yeah, anyway, it's interesting to hear this.
Just because the sun has come, Mother Mary, won't you whisper something from the past and time?
This is more raw.
Mary, won't you whisper something from the past and time?
Oh my God, I love this chorus so much. I'm waiting for him to wail. His posture is exactly the same though. He loves doing these hunched positions, which, by the way, a lot of people have this obsession when it comes to vocal technique about standing up straight and it's the only correct way to do things. It's really just not true. And you can see it in singers like this, for example. You know, would this work for opera? I'm not certain, maybe not, but this is an opera. He doesn't need to be in this upright posture. He likes these like hunched, monkey-like positions.
Fucking crazy 800-pound silverback bursting through the trees.
Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna go into detail about his technique though as we go on. I just want to hear this this chorus. So in these verses, the thing that he's doing that I think is super interesting is, and this is what I mean by his singing is more raw, right? He's singing with air, first of all, but the air is inconsistent, right? In pop, usually, you know, the phrases are very clean. Da 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 da. Right? There's air in the whole phrase, for example. But Maynard, the singer here, has this sort of like, it's between having this like airy, lighter vibe and having more of a shoutier vibe, and it jumps between those two parts of his voice pretty regularly and in somewhat random places. So instead of something more pop or more like I say refined, where it'd be Mother Mary, won't you whisper, right, where it's airy the whole time and it's light sounding the whole time, he's kind of like Mother Mary, won't you whisper, right? He has this like, it pops, it comes back, it jumps back and forth, and I don't mean random in a bad sense, if that makes sense. It's just sort of how he does it, and it makes it sound rock, right? That's what makes it sound rock. He doesn't give a f. Right? And there's this angst on it as well, particularly as his volume increases.
I'll find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave.
His voice is quivering and stuff.
Word to elevate you.
It's just coming out of him.
Mother Mary, won't you whisper something from the past and done? Mother Mary, won't you whisper something about the past and done?
His technique is absolutely more refined today than it was here. But there's something still very beautiful about this more raw way of singing. Let me see if I can find him singing this recently. Here's one from 2022. Yes. Perfect. Yeah, I'm correct. I'll do my best to give an example, right? It's tough because it's so high in pitch, right? And I'm just getting over being sick. I'm going to do my best to give you an example. So the old style would be something like... Mother Mary, won't you whisper? Right? It's just... If I could get it even shoutier than that, I would go for it. But it's just kind of coming out the way it comes out. But today, he has this like elements of like... He's watching the volume and he's holding it back a little bit more. It's less shouty and it's a little bit more refined, right? So instead of mother, right? He's going, Mother Mary, won't you whisper? There's a little bit of this like, to his sound as opposed to like a bay, right? Hopefully those examples were okay. Just to at least give you an idea. He's a bit more refined in his technique these days. But this is how I'm used to hearing him. And this is actually so high over and over and over again. Even this. Oh my God. You know, I'm sorry, I can't help but compare. I think his volume, even in the modern performance, is lower. I think he also uses less distortion. Let's see if I'm correct on that. Also, if I'm not mistaken, his tone has lightened up as he's gotten older. He's gotten more twang in his voice, which actually makes it so those high notes are going to be easier for him, hence the lower volume. Makes this stuff way easier for him to be doing on tour. To me, when I heard him live, his voice sounded super healthy, super easy. Everything sounded really easy for him. And so with that, some of these, for example, these Ys, if I'm not... We'll see if my memory is good and if my technical knowledge is accurate. You'll know if I'm bullshitting because if what I'm saying is incorrect, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so the old one, he's doing this like, way can't, like he's going way, right? Which is a very hard vowel to bring up in pitch, which gives it that intensity, right? That shouty quality. He is going to bring it in the new performance more towards a way or maybe a wah, way can't, something like that. It's going to be brighter as well. I think also less distortion. I'm ready. The way that he's doing it today is way more sustainable, let's say, for a tour, right? It doesn't need to be so loud. Anyway, that's interesting to me, right? Let's finish up the video though. But you can tell that he's worked significantly on his vocal technique, which not something I would have actually thought about until I've directly compare these two.
I'm just a worthless liar.
Obviously, of course, he's been working on his vocal technique, but you know what I'm saying, right? It's not something that I've been conscious of as I've listened to him throughout the years.
I'm just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. Trust me, trust me.
Oh, here we go.
Trust me, trust me.
Dude. So good. Let's go. Woo! Let's hear how he did this 2022. He's going why instead of way, right? At least at the beginning here. The just, sorry for pausing it so much, but the just is more like his old technique. So it's like he's gotten these new ways of singing and he's mixing and matching depending on the energy that he wants to give to it, which is really where you want to be as a singer, if that makes sense. You want to be able to do everything, right? Sometimes it is appropriate to give it everything, to give it all the guts, but sometimes, especially if you're performing night after night after night, you kind of want to have a way to pull things back a little bit. Not only that, but it gives you more precision in general to be able to just make decisions, which is where you kind of want to be. I mostly listened to Tool back in high school or whatever. So it's been a while since I've really listened to him. And so these aren't things I've consciously processed about his vocals. It's really cool. It's crazy. He's hitting such high notes over and over and over again in both performances like they're nothing. It's really cool. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, enough people watch this video and want me to react to more Tool, I absolutely will, particularly when my voice is feeling better. Don't worry, I didn't go to the concert sick. It's just I was sick a couple weeks ago and whatever the fuck I had just completely annihilated my voice. But yeah, if you like these kind of videos, definitely let me know. Check me out Instagram, TikTok, Patreon. Again, Patreon, more in-depth vocal technique stuff. If you like this video, well, there's gonna be more over there. Until next time, Tristan's Interest Fam. Peace.